And a lot of people are like, they won't knock out the power because they need to keep track of everybody. Yeah, they can keep track of everybody. Did you ever hear of something called contact tracing? Remember that old chestnut? I do. I find it odd that the entire reason I started my YouTube channel years ago was chemtrailing. And chemtrailing is exactly what's going to bring about what's coming right now. Years ago, over a decade ago, I showed you videos on this stuff called smart dust, and they were spraying it in the atmosphere, and I couldn't understand why people didn't take it for such an enormous issue that it was. Do you know what I mean? Because there's no getting around it. It ends up in your lungs. It ends up on your skin. The biggest organ on the human body is your skin, the epidermal layer. And this stuff is all over it. There's no getting around it right now. So contact tracing back in the day can be called, they were using cell phones, but they don't have to do it anymore because they're using the frequencies of the human body, and they're using the human body itself to know exactly where you are. So they don't need the electricity anymore. All the AI have their own underground power supplies. Remember these things I kept quacking about and nobody seemed to care? These are tokamaks. These are nuclear plasma energy producing things. The world's largest fusion reactor is finally completed, and it's literally 50 miles south, directly from CERN. They have these things all over the world, okay? So they're covered. They've got their own supply of power that doesn't run on wires and currents like ours does. Do you see what I'm saying? These guys are ready for this. This is happening. And the reason I tell people to prepare is we don't know how long we're going to last. You know what I mean? They don't just go, okay, great reset, and everybody falls over and dies or whatever. It doesn't work like that. You're going to have to survive any way you can. Endure to the end.
And if you want to know more about what Richie was talking about, the chemtrails debacle, the geoengineering or the stratospheric aerosol injections, the polluting of the skies using these aircraft and all these heavy metal nanoparticulates, then we do have a number of books available for cost only, on a site called lulu.com, folks. And these are three of them, There's 20 odd books on there, but these are the main three, They are spraying the sky, our truth with proof, And as you can see, you see Greta there. See the skies. You see photographs people have sent us from around the world of their skies. We have written information, factual information pertaining to this crime. This book is an hardback copy. Someone drew us this picture. And these are books. Chemtrails in plain sight. Chemtrails cameras never lie, And again, we've done our best to capture as evidence in a beautiful, beautiful photographic depiction of this crime, folks, with written information as well. And this is the main one. This one, my daughter has successfully, and one of my daughters has now managed to get Lulu.com to drop 40% off the price. So it's gone from like 24 UK pounds down to 15. We have a chapter in here from Dame Wigginson from geoengineeringwatch.org. And if you find his website, geoengineeringwatch.org, you can scroll down to his movie, The Dimming, and everything is on there. So we've got this book here with all the facts and information pertaining to this humongous crime that's been going on for almost 100 years, folks, as they introduce a fake weather system known as climate that they can then pulse, frequency, and fill up with all kinds of heavy metals at the nano and non-nano level to run data into and out of and all that stuff. And the beauty of this humongous book, look at the size of this book, folks, it's massive, is the back 11 pages contain the patents pertaining to this being a very, very real thing. You know, a method, an apparatus for modifying supercool clouds, method for modifying the weather, sorry. And there are pages and pages and pages of factual information in these. Climate Fake by David Albert Yates. Chemtrails, in plain sight, chemtrails cameras never lie. And they're spraying the sky, our truth with proof, yeah? And basically all you need to do is go on to lulu.com, type in their search bar those three titles and many, many more, folks. And like I say, this book has now been reduced from 40% off down to £15 from £24 UK. There's no greater time now than not only to expose this and to capture it and to catalogue it and to time capsule it. Yeah, there's no greater time, folks, for you to arise as wise to all their crimes. There's over 20 books on lulu.com that we have published pertaining to the scamdemic, pertaining to the trans nonsense. David Albert Yates into lulu.com search bar, and everything should come up, folks.